Get ready for some shocking discoveries in our top 10 rare Canadian 5-cent coins. In this video, we're revealing the most valuable and mind-blowing 5-cent coins, with errors that can make them worth thousands. You won't believe how much these little coins can fetch. Watch till the end for the biggest surprises. The 1963 Canadian 5-cent coin may appear ordinary, but certain minting errors can transform it into a prized collectible. Produced by the Royal Canadian Mint, the coin features Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and the iconic beaver design on the reverse. While millions were minted that year, rare production errors make some coins exceptionally valuable, with examples fetching $500 to $1,000 or more, depending on the error type, condition, and rarity. Coin design and background. The coin showcases a youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick, on the obverse. The reverse, designed by George Kruger Gray, features the classic Canadian beaver sitting on a rock, surrounded by 5 cents Canada 1963. Struck entirely in 100% nickel, the coin weighs 4.54 grams and measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter. Major errors and their values. 1. Double die error. Description: a double die occurs when the design is struck twice, creating overlapping or shadowed details. Identification: look for doubling on the date, 1963, or Queen Elizabeth's portrait under magnification. Value: prominent examples in high mint state, MS, condition can sell for $500 to $1,000 or more. 2. Die clash error. Description: die clash errors occur when the dies strike each other without a blank coin in between, imprinting faint outlines of one design onto the other. Identification: look for ghost-like traces of the beaver design near the Queen's portrait. Value: depending on clarity, die clash errors can command between $200 and $800. 3. Off-center strike. Description: this error occurs when a coin blank is not properly aligned during striking, leaving parts of the coin blank. Identification: the design will appear shifted or incomplete, with more valuable examples showing 40% to 50% off-center strikes. Value: off-center errors can sell for $400 to $1,000, with extreme misalignments fetching the most. 4. Broad strike error. Description: a broad strike happens when a coin is struck without the restraining collar die, causing it to spread outward. Identification: the coin will appear wider, flatter, and lack a smooth edge. Value: broad strike errors in good condition are worth $150 to $600. 5. Repunched numerals, RPM. Description: a repunched numeral occurs when a digit, like the 3 in 1963, is struck more than once, creating doubling. Identification: use magnification to inspect for slight overlapping on the numerals. Value: rare examples can sell for $400 to $1,000, depending on clarity. Conclusion: while most 1963 Canadian 5-cent coins are common, rare minting errors like double dies, die clashes, off-center strikes, and broad strikes can turn them into valuable collectibles. Depending on condition and error type, these coins can sell for $500 to $1,000 or more. A careful inspection might reveal a hidden treasure worth far beyond its face value. The 1985-cent coin showcases the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Makin, on the obverse. This portrait represents a slightly more mature depiction of the Queen compared to earlier versions. The reverse, designed by George Kruger Gray, features Canada's classic beaver motif, a symbol of hard work and industry, sitting on a rock surrounded by 5 cents Canada 1980. Made of pure nickel, the coin weighs 4.54 grams and measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter. While regular strikes are common, rare errors significantly enhance the coin's value. Major errors and their values. 1. Double die error. Description: a double die occurs when the design is struck twice, creating overlapping or shadowed features. Identification: use a magnifying glass to inspect for doubling on the date, 1980, or Queen Elizabeth's portrait. Value: Coins with prominent double die errors, especially in mint state, MS, condition, can sell for $500 to $1,000 or more. 2. Die clash error. Description: die clash errors occur when the dies strike each other without a coin blank, leaving faint outlines of one design onto the other. Identification: look for ghost-like traces of the beaver design near the queen's portrait on the obverse. Value: well-defined die clash errors typically sell for $200 to $800, depending on clarity. 3. Off-center strike. Description: off-center strikes happen when the coin blank is misaligned during striking, leaving parts of the design blank. Identification: look for shifted or incomplete designs, with 40% to 50% misalignments being the most valuable. Value: coins with significant off-center strikes can fetch between $400 and $1,000, especially in uncirculated condition. 4. Broad strike error. Description: a broad strike occurs when a coin is struck outside the collar die, causing it to spread outward. Identification: the coin will appear wider, flatter, and lack a smooth edge. Value: broad strike errors can sell for $150 to $600, depending on their condition and severity. 5. Repunched numerals, RPM. Description: repunched numerals occur when the digits in the date are struck more than once, causing slight doubling. Identification: under magnification, check the numerals 1980 for overlapping or doubled edges. Value: RPM errors are rarer and can sell for $400 to $1,000, depending on their visibility and grade. Conclusion: the 1980 Canadian 5-cent coin may be a standard piece of currency, but rare minting errors like double dies, die clashes, off-center strikes, and broad strikes elevate its value significantly. Collectors prize these coins, and well-preserved error examples can command prices of $500 to $1,000 or more. If you have a 1980 nickel, careful inspection under magnification might reveal a rare error, turning an ordinary coin into a valuable collectible worth far beyond its face value. The 1987 Canadian 5-cent coin features the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, on the obverse. This portrait, introduced in 1965, shows a mature depiction of the Queen. The reverse features the iconic beaver design, created by George Kruger Gray, symbolizing Canada's industrious spirit. The coin is composed of pure nickel, weighs 4.6 grams, and has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters. Though regular issues are common, rare minting errors increase their numismatic value. Major errors and their values. 1. Double die error. Description: a double die error occurs when the coin's design is struck twice, causing overlapping or shadowed details. Identification: look for noticeable doubling on the date, 1987, or Queen Elizabeth II's profile under magnification. Value: coins with clear double die errors, especially in mint state, MS, can sell for $500 to $1,000 or more. 2. Die clash error. Description: die clash errors happen when the coin dies strike together without a blank in between, leaving faint outlines of one design on the other. Identification: inspect the obverse near Queen Elizabeth's portrait for faint outlines of the beaver from the reverse design. Value: depending on clarity and condition, die clash errors can command prices between $200 and $800. 3. Off-center strike. Description: an off-center strike occurs when the blank is improperly aligned during striking, resulting in a shifted or incomplete design. Identification: look for portions of the coin left blank, with the design shifted or misaligned. Coins with 40% to 50% off-center strikes are most valuable. Value: off-center errors in good condition can sell for $400 to $1,000 or more. 4. Broad strike error. Description: a broad strike happens when a coin is struck outside its restraining collar, causing the coin to spread wider and lose its edge. Identification: broad strike coins appear wider, flatter, and lack the smooth outer rim seen on standard strikes. Value: broad strike errors can fetch between $150 and $600, depending on condition. 5. Repunched numerals, RPM. Description: RPM errors occur when a numeral in the date, such as the 7 in 1987, is struck more than once, causing slight doubling. Identification: under magnification, inspect the numerals for overlapping or repeated punches. Value: well-defined RPM errors can sell for $400 to $1,000, depending on clarity in coin grade. Conclusion: while the 1987 Canadian 5-cent coin is abundant in circulation, rare minting errors like double dies, die clashes, off-center strikes, and broad strikes can dramatically enhance their value. Collectors are willing to pay $500 to $1,000 or more for well-preserved examples, depending on the error type and condition. The 2004 P5-cent coin is part of Canada's ongoing coinage series. The obverse features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, which was introduced in 1965. This design shows the Queen with a mature and realistic depiction. On the reverse, George Kruger Gray's design of the beaver stands as a symbol of Canada's industrious past and connection to the fur trade. This coin is made entirely of nickel and weighs 4.54 grams, with a diameter of 21.2 millimeters. While most of the 2004 coins are common in circulation, minting errors make certain examples valuable to collectors. Common errors and their value. 1. Double die error. Value: coins with a prominent double die error, especially those in mint state, MS, condition, can be worth anywhere from $500 to $1,000 or more, depending on how clear the error is. 2. Die clash error. Value: die clash errors are valued based on their clarity and condition. In good condition, these errors can fetch anywhere from $200 to $800. 3. Off-center strike. Value: off-center errors in good condition can sell for $400 to $1,000 or more, depending on the degree of misalignment. 4. Broad strike error. Value: broad strike errors typically sell for $150 to $600, depending on the severity of the error and the coin's condition. 5. Repunched numerals, RPM. Value: coins with RPM errors can sell for $400 to $1,000, depending on how clearly the error is visible and the condition of the coin. Conclusion: although the 2004 P Canadian 5-cent coin is widely circulated, rare minting errors like double dies, die clashes, off-center strikes, broad strikes, and repunched numerals can significantly enhance its value. Coins with these errors, particularly in high mint state condition, can fetch anywhere from $500 to $1,000 or more. Collectors are eager to pay a premium for well-preserved examples with visible errors, so it's worth checking your 2004 5-cent coins for these potential treasures. The 2018 Canadian 5-cent coin features the traditional design of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and the beaver on the reverse, which has been part of Canada's coinage since 1937. The 2018 coin, made of steel and nickel-plated, weighs 4.4 grams and has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters. While this coin is widely circulated, there are specific minting errors that can significantly enhance its value to collectors. Common minting errors for the 2018 Canadian 5-cent coin. 1. Double die error. Description: a double die error occurs when the coin's die is struck twice, resulting in the design appearing doubled or blurred, particularly on the date or Queen Elizabeth II's portrait. Value: coins with clear double die errors, especially in high-grade conditions, MS, can be worth $500 to $1,500. The clearer and more prominent the doubling, the higher the potential value. 2. Die clash error. Description: a die clash occurs when the dies strike against each other without a coin blank between them, causing faint or ghost-like images from the opposite die to appear on the coin. Value: die clash errors for the 2018 5-cent coin can fetch $250 to $800, depending on how clearly the clash marks are visible. Coins with more prominent clashes or visible details typically have higher value. 3. Off-center strike. Description: off-center strikes happen when a coin is misaligned during minting, resulting in a design that is shifted or incomplete. Off-center coins with a misalignment of 30% to 50% are especially sought after. Value: off-center errors in good condition can sell for $400 to $1,200, with higher misalignments commanding the greatest prices. 4. Broad strike error. Description: a broad strike error occurs when the coin is struck outside of its restraining collar, causing it to spread out more than usual, resulting in a wider, flatter coin with a missing edge. Value: broad strike errors on 2018 5-cent coins are worth between $150 and $600, depending on the degree of the error and the condition of the coin. 5. Repunched numerals, RPM. Description: repunched numerals happen when a digit in the date, e.g., the 8 in 2018, is struck more than once, causing a doubling effect. Value: well-defined RPM errors can sell for $400 to $1,000, depending on the clarity of the doubling and the overall condition of the coin. Conclusion: while the 2018 Canadian 5-cent coin is widely circulated, minting errors such as double die errors, die clashes, off-center strikes, broad strikes, and repunched numerals can make certain coins highly valuable to collectors. Depending on the error type, clarity, and condition, these coins can fetch $150 to $1,500 or more. Collectors should closely examine their 2018 5-cent coins for these errors, as they can dramatically increase the coin's worth beyond its face value. The 2011 Canadian 5-cent coin is a part of the ongoing series of Canadian currency, which features Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and the beaver design by George Kruger Gray on the reverse. The 2011 coin has several minting errors that can increase its value significantly among collectors. Common minting errors and their values for 2011 Canadian 5-cent coin. 1. Double die error. Description: a double die error occurs when a coin is struck twice, causing parts of the design to overlap, creating a blurry or doubled appearance, particularly in the date or Queen Elizabeth II's portrait. Value: double die errors on 2011 5-cent coins can fetch $500 to $1,200 depending on how prominent the doubling is. Coins in mint state, MS, with clearly visible errors are especially valuable. 2. Off-center strike. Description: this error occurs when the coin is not aligned properly during the minting process. As a result, part of the coin's design is missing, while the rest appears shifted. Off-center strikes of 40% to 50% or more are the most valuable. Value: off-center 2011 5-cent coins can sell for $400 to $1,200 or more. The greater the degree of misalignment, the higher the value. 3. Die clash error. Description: a die clash occurs when the coin dies strike each other without a blank planchet in between, leaving faint or ghost-like images from the opposite die design on the coin. Commonly, you may see the beaver design appearing faintly on the obverse or vice versa. Value: die clash errors can range in value from $200 to $800 depending on their clarity and prominence. More visible and detailed clash marks typically result in higher prices. 4. Repunched numerals, RPM. Description: repunched numerals occur when a digit in the date, for example, 2011, is struck more than once, causing slight doubling or overlapping of the numbers. Value: well-defined RPM errors on 2011 5-cent coins are rare and can sell for $400 to $1,000, depending on their clarity and the condition of the coin. 5. Broad strike error. Description: a broad strike occurs when a coin is struck outside the restraining collar, which causes it to spread out wider than usual and lose its normal edge. The coin appears flatter and broader than normal. Value: broad strike errors in good condition can sell for $150 to $600, depending on the severity and overall condition of the coin. Conclusion: the 2011 Canadian 5-cent coin can have substantial value if it exhibits rare minting errors. Double die errors, off-center strikes, die clashes, repunched numerals, and broad strike errors can all significantly increase the value of the coin. Depending on the severity of the error and the condition of the coin, values can range from $150 to $1,200 or more. For collectors, these errors are highly desirable and can turn a relatively common coin into a prized possession. The 2010 Canadian 5-cent coin has several minting errors that can significantly increase its value. 1. Double die error. Description: a double die error occurs when the coin's design is struck more than once, causing overlapping or shadow details, particularly on the date or the Queen's portrait. Value: $500 to $1,200 or more, depending on the clarity of the error and the coin's grade. High-quality examples in mint state, MS, condition can fetch premium prices. 2. Off-center strike. Description: this error happens when the coin is not properly aligned during the striking process, causing part of the coin to be left blank. The most valuable examples feature off-center strikes of 40% to 50% or more. Value: $400 to $1,200 or higher. Extreme off-center errors, where a significant portion of the design is missing, are especially prized. 3. Die clash error. Description: a die clash error occurs when the coin dies strike each other without a planchet in between, causing faint outlines of one design to appear on the opposite side. Typically, this results in ghost-like images, such as the beaver appearing near the Queen's portrait. Value: $200 to $800, depending on the clarity and visibility of the clash marks. The more prominent and well-preserved the clash, the higher the value. 4. Repunched numerals, RPM. Description: repunched numerals occur when a digit, such as the 1 or 0 in the date 2010, is struck more than once, resulting in slight doubling or overlapping. Value: $400 to $1,000 or more. Well-defined and clear RPM errors, particularly in higher grades, are sought after by collectors. 5. Broad strike error. Description: a broad strike occurs when the coin is struck outside the restraining collar, causing the coin to spread out wider than usual and lose its defined edge. The coin will appear flatter and larger than normal. Value: $150 to $600, depending on the size of the error and the coin's condition. Broad strikes that are particularly pronounced and well-preserved can fetch higher prices. Conclusion: among the 2010 Canadian 5-cent coins, these 5 errors, double die, off-center strike, die clash, repunched numerals, and broad strike, are the most valuable in the collector market. Coins featuring these errors, especially in high mint state condition, can command significant prices ranging from $150 to $1,200 or more. The 2009 Canadian 5-cent coin is part of a widely circulated series. However, minting errors on these coins can make them highly sought after by collectors. Below is an overview of common errors and their associated values. Double die error. Description: doubling on the date, lettering, or Queen Elizabeth II's portrait. Value: $500 to $1,200 for prominent examples in mint state, MS. Die clash error. Description: faint outlines of the reverse, beaver, design on the obverse or vice versa. Value: $200 to $1,000, based on clarity and condition. Off-center strike. Description: the design is misaligned, leaving parts of the coin blank or lopsided. Value: $300 to $1,200, with extreme misalignments fetching the highest prices. Broad strike error. Description: a coin struck outside the restraining collar, appearing wider and lacking a defined edge. Value: $200 to $1,000, depending on the severity. Repunched numerals, RPM. Description: doubling or overlapping on the numerals in the date 2009. Value: $400 to $1,000 for sharp, well-defined examples. Planchet errors. Description: flaws such as cracks, clips, or missing metal on the coin's surface. Value: $150 to $600, depending on the error's prominence. Misaligned die error. Description: the design appears shifted relative to the coin's border, causing uneven spacing. Value: $100 to $800, based on the degree of misalignment. Blank planchet. Description: unstruck coin blanks occasionally found in circulation. Value: $100 to $400. Cut error. Description: raised areas caused by die breaks, often near the rim. Value: $200 to $600, with larger cuts being more valuable. Rotated die error. Description: misaligned obverse and reverse designs, noticeable when flipping the coin. Value: $150 to $1,000, depending on the degree of rotation. Conclusion: the 2009 Canadian 5-cent coin, while common, can become a valuable collectible due to minting errors. These errors can increase the coin's value to anywhere between $200 and over $1,200, depending on the type and condition of the error. Professional grading and careful inspection are essential to determining their true worth. The 2008 Canadian 5-cent coin, like others in the series, is widely circulated. However, minting errors on these coins can significantly increase their value to collectors. Below is an overview of the most notable errors and their estimated worth. Double die error. Description: doubling visible on the date, lettering, or Queen Elizabeth II's profile. Value: $500 to $1,200 for prominent examples in mint state, MS. Die clash error. Description: faint outlines of the reverse design, beaver, appearing on the obverse or vice versa. Value: $200 to $1,000, depending on clarity and condition. Off-center strike. Description: misaligned strike leaving portions of the coin blank or lopsided. Value: $300 to $1,200, with extreme misalignments fetching higher prices. Broad strike error. Description: the coin appears wider and flatter due to striking outside the collar die. Value: $200 to $1,000, depending on the error's prominence. Repunched numerals, RPM. Description: doubling or overlapping on the numerals in the date, 2008. Value: $400 to $1,000 for sharp, well-defined examples. Planchet errors. Description: flaws such as cracks, clips, or missing metal on the coin's surface. Value: $150 to $600, depending on the severity and uniqueness. Misaligned die error. Description: design shifted relative to the coin's borders, causing uneven spacing. Value: $100 to $800, based on the degree of misalignment. Blank planchet. Description: unstruck coin blanks found in circulation. Value: $100 to $400. Cut error. Description: raised areas on the coin from die breaks, often near the rim. Value: $200 to $600, with larger cuts being more valuable. Rotated die error. Description: misaligned obverse and reverse designs, noticeable when flipping the coin. Value: $150 to $1,000, depending on the angle of rotation. Conclusion: the 2008 Canadian 5-cent coin holds great potential for collectors due to its variety of minting errors. These errors can range in value from $200 to over $1,200, with higher premiums for well-preserved and rare examples. Careful inspection and professional grading are key to identifying and maximizing their worth. The 2007 Canadian 5-cent coin is common in circulation, but minting errors make certain examples valuable to collectors. Below is a summary of notable errors and their estimated values. Double die error. Overlapping details, especially on the date or queen's portrait. Value: $500 to $1,200 in mint state, MS. Die clash error. Faint outlines of one design visible on the opposite side. Value: $200 to $1,000, depending on clarity. Off-center strike. Misaligned design with blank areas on the coin. Value: $300 to $1,200 based on misalignment degree. Broad strike error. Expanded, flat appearance due to striking outside the collar. Value, $200 to $1,000 depending on severity. Repunched numerals, RPM. Doubling or overlapping on the date's digits. Value, $400 to $1,000 for clear examples. Planchet errors. Defects like cracks or missing metal. Value, $100 to $500 based on severity. Misaligned die error. Uneven borders or shifted designs. Value, $100 to $800 depending on misalignment. Blank planchet. Unstruck coin blanks. Value, $100 to $400. Cut error. Raised, blob-like areas from die breaks. Value, $200 to $600 based on size. Rotated die error. Misaligned obverse and reverse designs. Value, $150 to $1,000 depending on rotation angle. Conclusion. Errors significantly boost the value of 2007 Canadian 5-cent coins. Collectors should inspect their coins carefully, as these rare finds can command premium prices ranging from $200 to over $1,200.